Today, it's time to get schooled. And speaking of today, did you know that on this day, June 7th, 1494, the Treaty of Tordesillas was signed? At issue was influence in the New World between the two superpowers, Spain and Portugal. Essentially, a line of demarcation was drawn. All lands west belonged to Spain, and all lands east belonged to Portugal. The north-south line clipped what is today Brazil, explaining why, even today, Brazilians speak Portuguese. The treaty was remarkable for a number of reasons. It established global influence for the first time. It also spared Europe a costly war. Sailing vessels from either country were allowed safe passage through both spheres of influence. Unfortunately, in time, diplomacy would be replaced by ships, cannons, forts, and local armies. The competition for the New World became a prize for many emerging European powers, England and France in particular. What seems to be the powerful lesson of this little tale is that diplomacy is always better than war. Books on war are plentiful, but books on diplomacy are sparse. We need to re-examine Metternich's diplomatic leadership at the Congress of Vienna, Kissinger's during the Vietnam War. Generals get thanks for their service? How about the diplomats? Too often we think like Will Rogers. He said, diplomacy is the art of saying, nice doggy, until you can find a rock. We throw way too many rocks. Famed diplomat Zbigniew Brzezinski wrote, Americans must place greater emphasis on more subtle dimensions of national power, such as innovation, education, the balance of force, and diplomacy, and the quality of political leadership. Ancient historians wrote of diplomats as angels. I get it. Diplomacy, Henry Kissinger wrote, is the art of restraining power. Who among us wants to give up power? I can hear the train whistle now, calling all angels. Psst, it's Prologue with Mr. Review. It's a podcast that is actively digging tons of earth to find an ounce of gold, striving for a more perfect union.